Hello and welcome to BrixFix. I'm your host Brix, here today with a Star Wars LEGO set that I'm pretty excited about. This is Star Wars set number 75337, the ATTE Walker.
This set comes in at 1,082 pieces, is a 9+ age rating, and is priced at $139.99 in the US or $179.99 its Canadian equivalent. And can I just say, wow. I like to save things for the end here, folks, but I am bursting at the seams to tell you that I love this. I loved it from the moment I saw the images online, I loved it from the moment I got this box in hand, and I loved it from the moment I built it. Please stay till the end though, keep watching, I got lots more to say than just continuous and heartfelt gushing over this amazing set.
If you like LEGO set reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel. I put out new videos each and every week, and your support goes a really long way in helping the channel grow so I can put out more videos for you. It's a symbiotic relationship, and who doesn't like that? For now, let's get this built, out here on the table, and give you a closer look.
When you decide to pick this up for yourself, this is what you are getting. The magnificent ATTE 5 clone troopers. Those include a 212th clone gunner, a 212th clone trooper ×3, and I think a reason a lot of people are buying this is not just because it's an amazing set, but it comes with Commander Cody. It also comes with 3 battle droids, but they aren't that interesting. The inclusion of Commander Cody is the main point of interest here. At least what I thought was going to be the main point of interest. I have to say, after building it now, Commander Cody is awesome, but I am all about this ATTE Walker. It is a force to be reckoned with, and every moment that I was looking at it once I had it built, all I could hear in my head was heavy metal music. This thing is one bad A, and it looks the part. It looks tough. It looks formidable, it looks like it is full of firepower, and as far as just integrating this into your Star Wars play, this thing is a whole play set unto itself. It is a vehicle, but it comes with enough out of the box. You've got heavily, the scales are tipped into the Republic's favor here, but you get Strife right out of the box. You don't need any other sets, but boy help you, if you do have other sets, this will complement your battle scene amazingly. We'll start our close-up here with the ATTE itself, as this should be what you're most excited about. This is what you're really paying for here. Commander Cody just seems like a little cherry on top of making this great, but look at this thing. This looks amazing. This looks very close to what it looks like in universe. So for the LEGO designers to have captured these angles with nothing but LEGO pieces, I think is incredible. And can I also compliment the lack of gappiness? There is a lot of liberties taken with how things attach and how they're folded over to make this exotic shape, but they do it with all standard LEGO parts, and they do it very cleverly by folding panels, and there's very little gaps between these panels. Don't do what I did here, folks. You really got to push these guns onto their turrets, otherwise they pop off quite easily. If you give them a really good solid push when you attach them, those pins actually slide into the round part and give them infinite more grip strength. Otherwise they fall off pretty easily. And how about this cockpit? This little cockpit window here, you can see he's protected, he being the clone driver, is protected by the glass window there. And also too, a little battering ram grating on the front, which I thought was pretty cool. That piece went flying. Don't do that to yours when you're pulling it apart. It's supposed to come off a lot more smoothly than that. Alright, let's try this again. When you're not pulling in the wrong spot, putting all your pressure on the delicate pieces that build up this separate piece, you can see how easily that slides out of there. And look at this cute little control deck. You can put a clone on there. He's got his own little control yoke sticks to conceivably drive the ATTE forward, and even a pretty plush looking seat. I know it's just plastic, but that gives me a lot of like Lamborghini or Ferrari rich leather interior vibes. And when you're done, clone's on there, boom, right back in, no problemo. It's almost like it's on tracks in there. It slides in and fits snugly. It's pretty well done. It works a lot better than trying to lift some hatch to try to fit somebody in there. Everything up here is built for firepower, as I said. guns all over the front, but look at this hulking massive gun on top. The clone gunner figure actually has a spot to sit up there, and there is stud shooters as well as the giant long gun. One strange thing though, the clone gunner does not actually have studs to rest his bum or legs upon. He just kind of sits in there on smooth brick pieces. I love how this has full articulation. You can move it 180 degrees side to side, or a full 360 if you want. This is not just a vehicle, this is a full playset, and look how easily this whole thing opens up here in the front just to get access to that interior play. It's really amazing. Now at the front here, we're not exactly spoiled for interior space, but you could very easily fit 4 troops in this little area here. 2 of them seated and 2 of them standing, and that's not even including the 2 little extra accessory bits that are in there. You can see the wrench there hung up on the side of the seat, and this side here opens up just the same as the other did, again for making it super easy for access to get your hands in to pose figures. And I mean, at its heart, this is a tank, it's a fighting vehicle, but it's also a troop transport, so to have a lot of seating area there in the front to seat more figures behind the driver, I think is a win-win situation. Not wanting to be outdone, the back has its own openable areas. They are just as easy to get access to, maybe even more so, because not only does the top and the sides fold, but that whole front piece does fold down, and look at how huge it is in here. There is seating for 4 without even trying, 4 designated seats. On top of that fact, you could fit a bunch of other figures just standing around or sitting there at the bulkhead where the front and back portions come together. To really put it into perspective here, you could fit every single figure that comes in this set just here in the back portion of the AT-TE. All the better if you have more troops, if you have figures or clones, I should say, from, let's say, other battle packs, other sets, you could fit them in here too. I think at max capacity, including the driver, I could easily see a dozen minifigures in here. More for sure, but a dozen comfortably, which is really incredible. I thought if I'm going to talk the talk, I better walk the walk. So here is a full panoramic of all the panels that are openable on this set to really show off that interior space that I am borderline freaking out about how amazing it is. This thing looks great from every angle when it's closed up, but when it's open, it looks a little goofy, but it just goes to show you how amazingly it does open to allow access for hands, getting in and out for play, for posability, but also too just how many figures this thing can hold. I really think they went above and beyond here with the interior play and the interior space. So hat tip and chef's kiss to the LEGO designer for really hitting that one home. Another thing I really enjoy about this vehicle is its articulation. Even here in the middle, this is essentially a fake leg. It's just there for looks. It's not providing any real support. The 2 legs at the front and the 2 at the back are doing all the lifting, and they've got articulation, but not so much for posability. It's more just for implied and imagined movement. But what's here is really done well. And my favorite, oh my gosh, look at that little handle. It is subtle, it is sleek, but when you want it, it slides up. You can get 2 fingers under it easily, and you can power lift, you can shake this thing. I swear you could toss it around a room and it would not come apart. That handle is implemented perfectly for moving the vehicle around without having to sort of decide a perfect place to pick it up from. LEGO has decided that for us, folks. This is where you pick it up, and this is how you can treat it. They did such a good job designing this. It is not only amazing for looks and for play, but it's for kids. I mean, this is a 9+ age rating. It's going to get bashed around. It's a machine of war. It stands to reason it's going to see some fire, as well as rough play on a carpet or tabletop, and I can tell you this can stand up to it. It can take that kind of abuse, which is amazing to see from a LEGO model. This is not only a very impressive LEGO model, this looks very much true to source material. The LEGO designers did a great job. Very minimal use of stickers. You can see the big panel stickers there. There's a few of them that give the vehicle some much needed decoration, but I mean, if you're not into stickers, you could easily leave these off and still capture what this thing looks like in universe. A really impressive build that checks all the boxes, from fun to play to display value to build quality, and something that looks this good honestly shouldn't be this sturdy. I am blown away that the LEGO designers can put something together that's so rough and tumble while still maintaining this gorgeous aesthetic. All right, I appreciate you sticking it out with me this far. Here's what a lot of you wanted to see. This is Commander Cody, and my goodness, he is done very well. That is Commander Cody's story there on the left, and on the right is a 2/12 clone gunner. He also is spectacular. The prints on these two figures, chest, helmet, legs, everything is 10 out of 10. Well done with the LEGO printing job. You know exactly who that is, the markings are specific, and they are fantastic. The visor piece there for Commander Cody's helmet is removable if you did want to take it off. Torso printing around the back, equally as impressive as it was on the front. I especially love Commander Cody's back torso printing. I don't think I've ever seen that much detail on the rear torso print of any minifigure ever. This is usually the time where I'd make some corny joke about them being clones, so of course they all have the same face, but alas, no! Commander Cody has his own separate expression clone face with different facial expression as well as different lines to his face. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be scarring or just the lines of his face as his face moves into that scowl, but pretty impressive here to see Cody getting his own face separate from the other clones. Next up is two of the three 2/12 clone troopers that come in this set, and again, torso, helmet, and leg printing on point with the other two. Fantastic. LEGO is really upped their game, at least when it comes to the Star Wars lineup, for their printing. I have the occasional beef, but when it comes to clones, overall, I've been very, very impressed. And we've gotten quite a few clones, so I'm getting a lot of examples to critique. Back printing for these two figures just as good as what's on the front, and again, just a 10 out of 10. Look at the detail, the center of their back and their utility belt. It's really incredible. And with the helmets off, you can see the face printing is done very well. This is the newer style of the Temuera Morrison, the actor that played Jango Fett and Boba Fett, who is also the face, obviously, of all of the clones. One of my favorite LEGO Star Wars faces. Really well done. The third 2/12 trooper on the left there, and the right side is one of the three battle droids that you get in this set. I'm only going to show you this one because they are all completely identical and there's not really a lot to see. They're well done, but they're fairly unchanged over the years and they're pretty simple for their builds. The battle droids don't look that camera friendly from the reverse side, but dang, let's take one last bit of appreciation at that Clone Trooper's rear torso print. Alright, value proposition time. Do I feel that this is worth $139.99 USD or $179.99 Canadian equivalent? Yes, I do. Just barely. This is the modern age of LEGO, and this is a licensed set, and I'm also not trying to say this is affordable or cheap, but for what you get here, I mean, there's the equivalent of 2 battle packs worth of just figures alone in this set, and those are $20 US a piece, so, and also, can I just say one last time, the box art is incredible. The battle on the front, the battle on the back, it shows you everything you get in this set, and it gives you even a little sneak peek of the play value with the way that the walker opens up. I think it's really well done. This is one of the few times where I feel that a playset and a vehicle can be the same thing. This has so much fun of interior play the way it opens up and has such a presence to it just sitting on a table. I really think it is a vehicle and a playset all in one, and the fact that it comes with so many figures. I am sorry, little spider droid, I did not do a close-up of you, but here he comes on the panoramic. Get a close look up at him. I think the AT-TE itself just overshadowed everything else in this set, which is why I spent so much time on it. I really, really love this thing.
The LEGO Star Wars AT-TE Walker. Mind blown. This set was awesome. I love the vehicle. Obviously that's what the main focus of this set is, but I love also too that LEGO put in a little bit of, you know, tip the scale a bit over to the enemy side, showing the 3 battle droids and this little spider droid gun cannon emplacement here. I thought this was all really awesome to show right out of the box, just with this one set. There's a mock battle going on here. There's some strife. A lot of times I find with LEGO Star Wars, especially, they give you a heavy balance of the good guys or bad guys side and nothing really on the other side to really set out any kind of imaginative play or battle. This is war. I hate to take away that sugarcoating of it being Star Wars and it being fun, but this is a battle going on, and let's say you only have this one set. right out of the box, you've got this big vehicle, you've got some troops, but you've also got a small representation of the other side. So that's nice that if this is your only Star Wars Lego set, right out of the box, bang, you've got a little war going on your tabletop carpet or couch, which I think is pretty cool. I had a lot of fun showing you this today. If you had fun hanging out with me, please consider subscribing to the channel, and hey, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings on this set, what your favorite part of this set was, or hey, just how you're doing today. Until next time, know that you are very appreciated. Take care.